Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas day 16, I think. Today is a little garden tour. It's getting ready to get cold here, finally. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Mandy. My husband and I live in Arizona. We have 3 children, 2 still living at home, 2 teenagers. And I have this little backyard garden. My husband built this garden bed for me this spring, and I planted a whole summer garden in it, and now I have a fall/winter garden. I'm getting ready to cover this because we're gonna finally get some freezing temperatures here where I live. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of everything that's growing back here, and yeah, that's gonna be it. So let me turn you around and show you what's going on. If you are interested, I live in zone 8B, and it's been unusually warm this year. Usually we get our first frost gosh, I want to say the end of October, maybe like November 5th or something. I would have to look it up, but I mean, it's almost mid-December, so I don't know what happened. All right, let me show you what's going on. All right, and here is just an overview. I'm not going to take a bunch of time on this. I know I have new subscribers, but these are not my most watched videos, so I don't want to bore you with a long garden tour, but I'll just go back over everything that's growing in here. Starting on this end, I have my artichoke plants. This plant and that plant I bought at a nursery, gosh, I think it was just this fall. And they are doing amazing. I think I might even get artichokes sometime this winter. I don't know, they look like they might put on some artichokes. I also planted one from seed right here, and it's growing great. So those will keep coming back every year. I won't be able to plant anything else in this section of the garden bed, but I'm totally okay with it unless I dig them up and move them, but I'm okay with them being right here. This is a volunteer tomato, just meaning that there was some kind of tomato seeds in my dirt, in my soil that's in this bed, and it came up by itself. I don't think this will survive the winter, but I'm just gonna leave them there just for funsies. I have some random black-seeded Simpson lettuce that I transplanted here that is not really doing great, but it might survive. These are all cabbages. They are taking a long time to grow, but I mean, we're going into winter. I think it's just a slow growing time, but I'm okay with it. They look like they're starting to make heads. They've actually looked that way for a while, but they're not dying. I have some radishes coming up that I planted after I pulled out the first succession. There's some more in there. These right here are radishes that are a little bit more farther along, and these are all cabbage as well. I have two different varieties here. I think this is a Dutch, and I can't remember what this is, and oh, here we go. This is a golden acre, so they look a little different, but it's exciting. There is a little bug damage. Something is definitely eating on them. I do come out and look for, you know, any little creepy crawlies, but I haven't seen any except for on my lettuce that I'll show you in a minute. This right here is celery. It's growing good. I used it in my stuffing for Thanksgiving. Look at this, you guys. My broccoli is making a head. This is actually, the head's probably been here for 3 weeks, but it's getting bigger, which is so exciting. I have never grown broccoli before, and to see that is just incredible. I'm so excited. This broccoli is growing great. I mean, look how big it is. It's almost as tall as the wall. It's just loving this spot, I guess. This one too has a head, and these other plants are not as far along as those ones. Here I have some carrots that I put in here from seed. Some of them are getting crowded out by the broccoli, which is okay. This is more celery right here. These are Brussels sprouts. They are kind of stunted and the leaves are kind of curling. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm just gonna leave them, and if they don't make it, they don't make it. It's not that big of a deal. I do have some bunching onions in here. I also have some green onions that I cut the tops off of some from the store and planted the roots in here, and they are growing, and I just come out and pick them when I need some green onions. These are 4 cauliflower plants, and they have done like absolutely nothing. These 2 have gotten a little bigger, but I'm not kidding. I think that one was that same size when I planted it months ago. Probably, gosh, over 2 months now. So I don't know what his problem is. This is all cilantro, and that is romaine lettuce. That back there is romaine lettuce. I've been picking the outer leaves, and we've been eating it in salads, along with this black-seeded Simpson. It's got this really pretty black speckles on it. It's just really pretty. I have been picking some little bugs off of this, but it has not been too bad. I don't recall what kind of lettuce this is, but it's got this nice like curly leaves, really, really pretty. And then more carrots down here. I have a couple random beets in here, but they just didn't do that well. I also planted some what is this called? Swiss chard, and it's not doing that well either. But I don't know. It's the first time I've ever grown a fall garden, and I am so excited about it. So I have these hoops, and I have this frost cloth. I'm going to be covering this whole bed, and on a nice, if we get more warm days, I might come out and uncover it just to give it some air, but that's what it's looking like right now. And as we go on this side of the yard, this is a cherry tomato that I have just completely ignored for the past like 2 months. As you can see, there's still tomatoes on this. I could pick these and, you know, eat them. Obviously, some are a little further along than others. They're falling on the ground. I'll probably have a whole cherry tomato patch here next spring, which is unfortunate because I don't like this variety. I need to just pull it out, but how can you pull out something that has grown so well? And then over here on this side, my green beans are drying out. These are my pole beans from the summer, and I let them go to seed, and I'm picking the pods off, letting them dry out really good, and I'm going to save the seeds for next year because I really liked this variety. These are some sugar snap peas that are still going good. In my last garden video, I planted some garlic in here. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's starting to come up. This is elephant garlic. It's really exciting. Back there is some random potatoes growing. And here I have some more sugar snap peas. I am out here today to clean up all this garden stuff. I'm gonna leave these trellises for the peas, but that's about it. In this, I have a Roma tomato that has seen better days, but there are some tomatoes on it. So I was kind of leaving it, hoping that they would get ripe. I have some in the window in the house too. And I think these are bell peppers. And I was really hoping to keep them alive so that they could have a head start for next year. I don't know if they'll make it or not, but I'm gonna keep this freeze cloth over them. And I think if it gets really cold, I might put this whole pot in the garage. We will see. That is yet to be determined. I don't know if my husband would appreciate that, but it's a plan. And in this pot, oh, that one I didn't even cover. I just threw some potatoes in here, topped them with some dirt, and I'm hoping they'll come up, and as they grow, I'll just keep filling it with dirt and we might get some potatoes. So that's it. That is what is growing in my fall garden. I also have some flowers over here in my little wine barrels. My snapdragons are still blooming, still beautiful. I can't remember what these are called, but they're blooming too. When I remember to water them, they do really, really well. And these snapdragons must be getting more water. But they're so pretty. It's amazing to have flowers back here blooming in December. So I'm really enjoying them. All right, that is it. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little backyard garden tour, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys.